what's up, you guys? So I'm back in the video, and I'm here to talk about the Jujutsu Kaisen manga. See, I've been, asking questions, and I've been getting comments saying how come I don't review like how I do with Chainsaw Man or some other mangas. And that's the thing. I'm gonna answer y'all with that and give my honest opinion about my thoughts on the JJK manga, like the recent arcs and chapters and stuff. So yeah. So before I get into that, make sure you thumbs up, of course, if you like the video, and subscribe. And also, what I'm about to say is, don't be mad or talk to your own opinion, but don't bash me for what I'm about to say, because I might have some controversial opinions about this. I might like certain things people don't like, and vice versa. So don't bash me. Just try to understand where I'm coming from. And I'm mainly talking about the manga, not the anime. And y'all seen the videos about anime and shit like that. But I'm talking about the manga and not the fan base too. Because if I talk about the fan base, then I might get a little heated. So because y'all know how I feel about the fan base. Well, not the whole fan base, the toxic ones. I say that because man, it is. Y'all got some toxic niggas in y'all shit, bro. Like y'all just okay. One thing I gotta say, stop spoiling, please. Y'all, the amount of times y'all spoil niggas in the manga, and even the anime, bro, y'all just straight spoiling niggas, and y'all blame them for seeing the spoilers. And y'all turn to the AOT niggas, bro, because that's how lit they was when that shit was airing. Now that they gone, y'all become the worst one now. So if you're still an anime only, try to your best to avoid spoilers, or read the manga. I think it's got to the point where you kind of have to read the manga now, because it's getting too out of hand, and they obviously don't care. So here's my thoughts about the manga. As y'all know, I said in my previous videos that Shibuya is my favorite arc in Jujutsu Kaisen. And simply because, well, I did a whole videos about it and stuff, but I mainly love the fight story, everything, played out into one. I have small issues with it, but other than that, it was pretty much great and easily a 10 out of 10. Hell, I even give it 11 out of 10 because it peaked so much during this arc, and I love it. Now, here's the thing with the rest of the story. So, I will say even after the Shibuya, and by the way, I gotta say this now. If y'all anime onlys, probably leave this video because y'all will get spoiled, if you want to stick it out in anime. But yeah, I would say after Shibuya, I love, how when Yuta pulled out, which I hope they end off that in anime, when he says, "I killed Itadori myself." Dude, that shit was so hard. And then that whole fight, great, man. And the JJK Zero movie and reading it too. And if y'all don't know, two of my favorite characters in the show is Yuta and Yuji. So I love that whole interaction. I wish it was a little bit longer, but it's fine. So they did that. And then the whole Maki, Itachi shit, that was whole great. And I have one problem with that, though. I might as well say it as I'm talking about the manga. I don't like how, and this might come up later in the manga actually, I don't like how Gage, the author of the JJK series, I don't like how he wastes some characters in this manga. One clear example, this is probably just me, I'm pretty sure y'all feel this way too, but I think Mei, Maki's sister, is kind of wasted in a way. It was great that she, sacrificed and stuff and helped Maki out, which I love. That was a great moment. My thing is, I feel like it would have hit harder. I probably had a sad reaction and pissed reaction because I actually liked her character, believe it or not. I liked her when she was introduced in season 1, and I want to see more of her. We saw more of hell, Miwa and Todo. I feel like she could have had at least a little bit small role into it. Sure, in a fight, or give her more about her story or her interests and shit. I kind of wish he used her more in the story a little bit. That shit was so cool, and actually put her in my top 3 because, well, 5. What was it? Is she 3? I think she's 3. Yeah, number 3 from my list. Yeah. Maki, number 3, man. Yeah, put in my top 3 from that arc, and I loved it. So, and then afterwards, that's when the whole Culling game started. Now, here's the thing with this. Now, let's be honest. I'm pretty sure a good majority of the fans, appreciate JJK for the uniqueness and, the creative ways they fight. It's like a breath of fresh air, with the new gens and stuff. We get some of the same stuff, and JJK actually does it different. Each fight has its own stakes and meaning, and I feel like that I appreciate it a lot, especially during Shibuya. Literally all the fights have some sort of meaning to it, which I appreciate a lot. And Shibuya, to me, perfectly blended story, fights, character development, character progression, and tension. And I feel like after that, the Culling games, when it started, I was like, oh no. Because I feel like how, so much shit changed from that arc that Culling games kind of featured more fights than the story. Now, I get it, it's a tournament style-ish thing, which first of all, the whole Culling games concept, I get it. It took me a while to get it, but I do get it, and it's actually unique as hell too. But I will say, for most people that say they don't like it, I understand, because it kind of gets complicated, and I just look at it as a big-ass death match, in a tournament way. Basically, survival of the fittest. That's how I look at Culling games. So if you're confused about that, yeah, just consider it as that. A survival battle, basically. And if you lose the fight, you die. I think it's something like that. And it's all held by Kenjaku, which of course it is. Even with that stakes, I feel like it just didn't matter to me. It had great moments. I'm telling you my favorite moments in the Culling games. Definitely Higemaru versus Yuji. Megami fight was cool. I like seeing his powers and stuff. That was dope. But like everything else that he did, I kind of forgot a little bit. Yuta, that triple threat, that triple domain expansion. Oh my god, probably the hypest moment in the Culling games. And then after that, I think Maki came back and was doing her thing, which I like too. That's kind of it. Honestly, that's all I like the Culling games. And like everything else I thought was cool. I didn't love the Hakari and Kishimo fight. I didn't really get that invested into it. I will say Hakari domain expansion is probably the most stupidest shit I've seen in the JJK, but I love it. Like the way he just dances and stuff. And that's what I'm talking about creativeness. Like that shit was dope. Everything else I just didn't care for. And that's what kind of sucked because he brought in all these new characters that people will like, but I don't like. And that's just me. Like I'm not saying they're bad, but I can't get invested into them like I did with the old cast and stuff. And maybe it's just me, but I feel like after Shibuya, after that arc, how like everything changed with a whole bunch of deaths and stuff. Like, Yuji went through so much, and hell, how everybody went through so much. Like I feel like that's the arc you can never recover from. And to me, I feel like they should just went to like the final act of the JJK. I get it, you gotta extend it. Like I want to see the creator still telling a story about it, but like after such like a huge arc, you got to go into the last arc or something like that, man. At least to me. Probably, saying this is BS, like what are you talking about? But just hear me out. I think it was kind of like bogus a little bit how he went into like a major arc. Like a lot of people died and then like, boom, here's the tournament arc. I was like, what the hell? Like that's how I felt about it. I'm not saying that whole shit was bad, but like I'm just saying that's how I feel. Like the tension kind of went away to me. The peakness of JJK storytelling was gone to me. Until it came back. Now here's the thing, it came back to me towards the end of Culling games. I got so hyped and I was ready to see when Gojo came back at the seal. Oh yeah, I knew it was up from there and I was so hyped to see him versus Sukuna. Now, and that fight, now that shit was hype. And now, oh my god, like literally two legends going at it, and that's what delivered. And like people had sides. This whole fight felt like an event because people was like betting on Gojo, betting on Sukuna, saying he'll win because of this, he'll win because of this. And like each chapter, it was like some crazy power use and like a counter. So like this was a really great fight, bro. And then the ending happened. This was hella controversial. And now here's the thing. I thought the ending chapter where, Gojo died, I feel like that chapter I actually love. Like, well, not love, I liked the whole Gojo talking to Nanami, the little afterlife thing. I thought that was a great touch. And like, but the problem was, at least to me, is like, of course, he got off screen, and I knew Gojo was gonna lose. Here's the thing, I knew he was gonna lose. Well, I had a good feeling he was gonna lose because, like, well, you can't really have a big villain with Gojo in the story, and it kind of had to deal with him and stuff. But like the way he got dealt with, and they explained it to me, like how the whole domain expansion or like his move didn't reach, the space and shit. That's why he was able to, cut him through, Megami power. I get it. They explained to me, but I just don't like the fact that it was off screen. Like they could have showed, like, I guess to me, him getting slashed and like his reaction to that. And also, one major thing I don't like too, how they said he won literally the chapter before, and then next chapter he just died. Like, don't tell me that he won, damn it, and then just say he died. I don't know. That's just my preference. Maybe they could fix it in the anime when it comes, like, 2030 or some shit. But that's just how I felt about that. And then, well, once again, I was so hyped to see like a moment, and it was delivering and stuff. And then I just get like, disappointed. I was like, great. And then now what's going on with the chapters, like the whole Kenjaku versus what was that? The comedian guy. I be honest, bro. As a comedian fan of anime and manga, I don't care for this fight. I just don't care. Like, I get it, it's creative and stuff. I just don't care. Like, I think wrong place, wrong time. I think they showed this before Gojo and Sukuna fight. Maybe it'd have been cool. But like now after that, people just like kind of lose interest and stuff. And that's how I felt. And now just like whatever. But I will say, when Yuta came back, that shit was hard. Like it has its moments. Like, I feel like the thing with me, JJK, is like I get excited and then I just get like a little bit let down. And then it'll get hype again, but I just know I'm gonna get let down again, which is kind of happening recently. And that's why I kind of don't want to talk about it on my channel, because like I'm not that invested into it as I was once in Shibuya. Sorry, but that's how I feel about the manga. I will say it could get back to that status, like where I'm so invested and like it's super good to me. But like I'm not ruling that out. I feel like it might happen soon too. But like as of right now, I just don't really care for it. And that's my thing too. I feel like it does some good things, but like I'm not saying it's horrible, of course, but I'm just not as invested into it. Like, there's some good things, then also there's some bad things too. But that's why I just like, I guess my passion for it kind of like, left a little bit. But hopefully it gets back to the point where I'm like super invested again. But yeah, I don't know. It's probably just me. Well, actually, no, it's not just me, because I've seen some people talk about it, and like I've got some DMs and some comments about it too. And I see some stuff on TikTok, and like how people like have some issues with the JJK, and that's when the fandom comes in, and just, well, not the fandom, the toxic fandom comes in and is saying how you don't understand. Is oh, like, here we go, bro. Like, y'all making it worse for yourself. I can't really get back invested to it. Y'all keep doing this shit, bro. And yeah, that's how I feel about the JJK manga. But that's kind of it. Me saying that, I'm just gonna say this right now. If y'all come for me, the toxic fandom, the chill fandom, shout out to y'all for understanding. The toxic ones, y'all come for me. Y'all see my channel, like, I do Chainsaw Man reviews. I like other manga and stuff. Hey, the reason I do that because I'm way more invested than that. Than JJK, I love it more than JJK. Like, you can't really get mad at me for that. So I meant to say this too. It's cool if you like it. Like, I'm not saying it's bad. It's actually great if you like it. But it's just how I feel. Like, y'all asked, I gotta answer y'all honestly. So yeah. With that being said, I'll see y'all next video.